Another topic I wanted to bring up. We'll just make it a little insert vlog while we're out here recording this in the Grand Staircase Escalante. Is it considered a wilderness if there's no trees? I have seen and continue to see so many adventure riders, dual sport enduro guys. They mount their satellite trackers, spot messengers. I choose to use the Delorme one. Where do they put it? Well, they mount it to their handlebars, of course. Somewhere on the bike, on a bag, on a tank bag, a tail bag. That's great if you're going to track your adventures. But what happens if you get separated from your bike? Thought comes back to, well, not necessarily me next to these cliffs, but I was watching, this was a few years ago, I think even before I got the KLR. There was a couple fellas riding the, I want to say it was a Trans-American Trail, and they were coming through the Utah section. And this guy was going up this kind of uphill, rocky area. And I don't know if he was a newer rider, if it was just fatigue for that day, it was just a random act of craziness. But he bounced up on this rock, and his forks kind of took a turn to the left. And next thing you know, he kind of, zoop, there went his bike. And there went him. And luckily he didn't follow the bike all the way to the bottom, I don't think. But he made a pretty good spill down to the next little area. And of course knocked him out. And the video's got him coming back, you know, coming back to consciousness. And if you've ever been around people that have been knocked out on MMA, boxing, or any sort of accident, it takes a while for your brain and everything to start firing again. There's some very weird primal noises. Your body's trying to breathe. It's trying to reboot. And he goes through all of that. And then he's trying to figure out, there's always this confusion, you know, of what happened. Like, how did I get down here? Where's my bike? And luckily his buddy realized that he wasn't behind him and he was riding with someone else. And he turned around. But there's plenty of, slow down, this is a pretty cool area. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube of people overcooking a turn and their bike ends up down in kind of a ditch area. Now it may not be the grand extreme that's out here in off-roading. It could be even street. Out in the mountain passes, you and the boys carving the hills. And your bike ends up right there. Which that's not too bad. But I guess the biggest point is, where do you guys keep your emergency beacons? And I will tell you, I have somewhat of a mini survival kit, sort of, to cover some of the bases on my my little Camelback, which actually I have to get a bigger one because I can't quite fill this bladder full to 3 liters. And but I love how slim it is. Anyway, I carry a little bit of that, and my messenger goes right in there. It's a Delorme. I can charge it off a USB if I need to. You know, the spots take a battery. You have to use lithiums. There's pros and cons, I suppose, to both systems. But if Rocky, the KLR, gets ejected, or I get ejected and I'm not next to the bike, how am I supposed to call for help? Those are beautiful flowers. So that was just kind of my quick little thing. I keep it in my backpack. I don't keep it in my jacket pockets either, and I know Climb has like purpose-built pockets, but in a wreck, anything in your pockets is gonna heavily bruise or break some bones or ribs. So I don't want to have any big chunky spot thing. Even in some of my pockets, it would still hit kind of my kidney, liver area down below. Chest pockets, you know, it's going to do a lot more damage if you hit something hard there. You know, I'm not a medical professional, but I would say it's probably not advisable to leave in a pocket that could injure you. You know, Most of us even had cell phones and have cracked cell phones because you crashed and hit the cell phone in the pocket in the jacket. So that is awesome. At some point I'm gonna have to stop here and take some pictures. It's just too nice. Too nice of a ride. How about if we get to the top of this? Stop, take some pictures. Alright guys, Beast signing off from the Escalante Grand Staircase.